Welcome back my friends to this new tutorial. So in this session I want to work on this building over here, and I would like to have some kind of a parking in the bottom of this building. Something that looks like this. So as you can see, this is the basic shape of our building. This is how it's gonna looks like. And from the inside of the parking, as you can see, this is the inside. We have these columns and this network of pipes all over the building. Okay, and we have something like this object over here to connect these pipes. Okay, let's get started. First, I'm gonna move this cube into another layer. So hit M and let's move it into the fourth layer. Gonna go there and I'm gonna use this image as a reference image. So go back, and I think I'm gonna start by inserting some edge loops. The first one's gonna be right here and the other one here. So let's do that. So Control R, insert double edge loops, and let's scale them on the Y all the way to the edge. Yeah, something like this. Now on the horizontal view, I'm gonna insert another edge loop. Let's bring it down here. I will adjust the height later. Now let's focus on the basic shape of the building. So now I need to grab these faces on the bottom and delete them, because we want to be able to see the bottom of this building. So I'm gonna delete these faces. Then I'm gonna grab this face and I'm gonna extrude it inside here, just to make the basic form of the parking. Yeah, we don't need this face because we will have some kind of a ground under these buildings. Okay, what's now? Now I'm gonna work on this part over here. I'm gonna take a face from the top of the parking and I'm gonna extrude it out just a little bit to form this part over here. So first let me insert an edge loop on this level, bring it here, and I'm gonna select this face and extrude it on the back, on the z-axis. Yeah, there we are. Now I think I'm gonna work on this middle part. I'm gonna insert a double edge loop and let's bring this face out. This face, or you know what, let's add this part first, this one. Yeah, so insert edge loop, bring it here, and let me select these faces and extrude them out, these faces, and after that we will extrude this face. So let me take these and pull them out. Yeah, there we are. Okay, now for the middle part, I'm gonna do the same thing. Take this, grab this face and extrude it out. Okay, yeah, nice. What's now? Now let's work on the top. I'm gonna extrude these faces on the top and I'm gonna scale them to form this shape, to make this curve on the top of the building. So I'm gonna select these faces and extrude them up, and let me scale them. You know what, I forgot this one. So let me select this face and extrude them up, and let's scale them on the x-axis. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna grab these edges, this one and this one, and I'm gonna scale them on the Y. You know what? Let's add these. Scale them on the Y. Perfect. Okay. There we are. Now let's work on the inside. I'm gonna start by creating these columns, and after that we will work on these pipes. Okay, let's work on the inside. First, let's add this part in the bottom. This one. I need to extrude it. It's kind of pulled back, just to make room for these pipes. So I'm gonna insert an edge loop and bring it down here. Gonna select this face, these three faces, and let me extrude them inside the building. So extrude, yeah, something like this, just to make room for the pipes to go in this side. So next, I don't need these faces in the bottom. Gonna delete them. Okay. Now let's add these columns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 columns. So I'm gonna select this face and let's bring the cursor to selected. Shift S, cursor to selected, and let's bring a cube. So Shift A, add a mesh cube. This one. Okay. I need to scale it down. Yeah, something like this. And let me grab this face and move it all the way to the edge here. Maybe I need to scale it up a little bit. Okay, let's insert another edge loop, bring it here, and I'm gonna extrude this face down on the z-axis here. Okay, bring it down. I'm gonna activate the snap and bring it here so that we can have these points aligned with each other. Gonna deactivate the snap. I think we need to scale it up a little bit. First, let's activate the wires so that we can see these wires. So Alt, activate these options. Yeah, maybe I need to scale it up a little bit. So I'm gonna select these faces and I'm gonna move them to the right just a hair. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, now I'm gonna duplicate this column 4 times. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First, let's go to the front mode. I'm gonna go to the front view. Now, 3. Control 3. And there we are. Now I'm gonna add a modifier, which is the array modifier. Add modifier, array, and let's increase the count to 4. We don't need to move these on the x-axis, so set this value to 0 and let's affect this value on the right. Yeah, and there we go. Okay, gonna bring it something like this. Maybe I need to scale it up. Let's try -20. Okay, not bad. Yeah, Nice. Oh, I forgot to bring this face to the wall. So grab this face and I'm gonna move it inside the wall. Let me turn on the snap. This, and let me grab this one here. Okay, there we are. And we don't need this face. Just delete it. We won't be able to see it. And also this one on the bottom. Okay. Now let's I'm gonna apply this modifier. So apply it. I'm gonna exit the edit mode and apply. And there we are. Yeah, nice. Now I think I'm gonna work on these pipes inside the parking. Yeah, these pipes. Okay, let's go inside, and I'm gonna start by these pipes on the top. So I'm gonna select, let me bring the cursor to this point. And next I'm gonna bring a curve, which is a path. I'm gonna choose curve, path, and there we are. I'm gonna rotate on the z-axis by 90 degrees. No, by 90 degrees. Rotate on the z-axis 90 degrees. Okay, there we are. Okay, now I'm gonna take this, bring it here, and let's extrude it on the Y, extrude on the Z. Yeah, there we are. Let me turn off the snap, bring this down, extrude on the Z, extrude on the Y, one more time, bring it here, and let's extrude one more time on the Y, on the Z, and go all the way to the top. You can turn on the snap and bring this point here so that we can have some kind of an alignment with these points. Now I'm gonna extrude on the y-axis. So extrude on the Y, extrude one more time, and there we are. Maybe I need to extrude one more time. Extrude, and let's bring it here to the next column. Now as you can see in this part over here, I'm gonna go through this column. So I'm gonna go through it all the way to this wall. You can keep playing with these curves. You can choose any path you want. So I like these path over here, moving around this column. So I think I'm gonna go inside. It's hard to see from this view. Or you know what? I'm gonna turn to the right and go inside this wall. Let's try that. So extrude on the X, but first let me extrude on the Y, and extrude on the X one more time, and let's go inside this wall. Okay, nice. Let me bring these back. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so this is the first curve, but let's continue on the right side. On the right side, I want to go to this position, to this column, and I want to turn right to this position and go upside go up in the building. So let's do that. Let me select these 3 points, bring them here. These two. Gonna zoom in. Okay. Now let's turn on the right. But first let me add another extrude on the Y here, and let's turn. Extrude on the X. Extrude one more time, and let's go out of the building. I'll bring it here. Now let's go up. But you know what? Let's bring it over here. Maybe I need to move them down a little bit so that we can make a room for the pipes. Okay, let's do it. Select everything, let's bring them down. Gonna select this point and let's extrude it first on the x-axis and then on the z-axis. And let's go inside. Yeah, to this position. Okay. Nice. Now I'm gonna duplicate this part, this curve, just to make, as you can see, we have 2 pipes and maybe 3, this one, and also we have other pipes on this wall, like this one. We have this nice curve over here. We will work on that later, but now let's duplicate this one and gonna bring it right here, and let's go to these points and change the direction of this path. I think I'm gonna delete these vertices. I'm gonna delete them, and I would like to go in the other way, in this direction. What do we have here? So let's go to the other way. Extrude on the x-axis. Extrude one more time here. And you know what? I want to bring it down. Yes, something like this. Bring it down and connect it with this wall. So extrude on the X, extrude on the Z, move down, and let's connect it to this wall. Or you know what? Maybe I need to add some objects, like this one over here, to connect these pipes. So with these, I'm gonna add this one at this point. Cursor to select it and Shift A. Let's bring a cube. Scale it on the Y. And let's bring it here. Let me activate the snap. Okay. Gonna select this face, extrude it, scale it down, and let's take this pipe and I'm gonna put it inside this object. Extrude on the Z, extrude on the X. Let's go inside. Okay. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, let's work on this side. I need to delete these vertex, and I think I'm gonna go all the way to this wall. Yeah, I'm gonna go through this column and go to this wall. So I'm gonna delete these vertex, and let me grab this vertex and bring it here. You know what, let's delete that one. Select this one, and let's move it all the way to this wall. And there we go. Okay. Or you know what, let's connect it with this, just to make it looks better. So extrude on the Y, extrude on the X, extrude one more time. After we finish working on these curves, we will fill them. Yeah. You know what, let's extrude them on the Z. Bring it down here, and in this position I'm gonna add another object like this one. Just I'm gonna duplicate this object over here and let me bring it here. Move it on the X, zoom in, rotate by 180 degrees. And let's bring it here. Yeah, let's bring it inside. So extrude on the Y. Now let's bring it down. Extrude on the Y. Let's go inside. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's work on these pipes on this wall. Yeah. So as you can see, these pipes are connected with the other pipes on the top. So we have this one go all the way on the horizontal side, and we have this one go all the way up to the top, and it's connected with these pipes on the top. So I'm gonna make that connection over here. So first let's create another curve. I'm gonna make it over here. So bring the cursor to selected, Shift A, bring a curve path. Okay. I'm gonna rotate on the Z axis. Let me bring it out. Let me switch to the wireframe mode to see if the vision gets better. Yeah. Okay. Bring it here. You know what, let's go to the other view. And now I'm gonna select these vertex, try to bring them here, because the intersection will be in this position. So I would like to get it outside of this part over here. So I'm gonna extrude on the Y, extrude on the X, and let's bring it up. Yeah, something like this. You can keep playing with these curves. Make any form you want. And then let's rotate on the Y. But first let's add another one on the Z axis. Another one on the Y. And I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna go down, extrude on the Y, extrude on the Z, and let me turn on, and I'm gonna connect it to this wall. Okay. Let me bring it in the middle of these two columns. Now I want to add another curve. It's gonna be in the middle, and I want it to be connected with these on the top. So it's gonna go from this point to the top, and I'm gonna turn and connect it to this one. Okay, yeah, just like this one. And maybe I'm gonna duplicate it to make two. One over here and the other one right here. So let's do it. Let me bring the cursor to in the middle. So I'm gonna select these points, and as you can see, I'm gonna bring the cursor to the middle, and let me bring Shift A, curve, path. Rotate on the Y, bring it up. Let me grab this edge, this point, and bring it down. I activate the snap so that we can have these alignments. Okay, now for the top, I'm gonna extrude. Let me take these, bring them up. Maybe I need to scale them on the Z. You know what, let's extrude on the Z, extrude on the X. Yeah, something like this. And let me grab these, pull them down. Okay, and for this one, gonna bring it here. Let me activate one more time the snap. Yeah, in this position, but on the Z-axis. There we are. And I need to do the same thing for these points, so bring them up like this. Perfect. Now let's bring this one here and let's duplicate it. I'm gonna duplicate it and bring it over here. And there we go. Okay, now let's fill these curves. So in order to fill these curves, go to this icon over here. And let's change this to fall. Depth, I'm gonna use 2 inches. So 2 inch. For the resolution, I'm gonna use 3 for the resolution, and maybe I need to bring these values down so that we won't have too much edges, too much polygons in these pipes. So this one I'm gonna bring it to 2 and this one to 3. And let's go to the wireframe mode. The wireframe mode. What's going on? Now I changed the layers. Go to the wireframe mode, I'm gonna hit Z, and there we are. Not bad. Okay. Let me delete this one and let's duplicate this one here. Gonna turn off the snap. And let's work on these pipes. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Change half to full. Depth, I'm gonna use 2 inches. Resolution 3. And for these values, 2 and resolution 3. And there we are. For these, change from half to full and depth 2 inches. Resolution 3. And these values, let's bring them to 2 and 3. Okay, nice. Now we forgot this one. Yeah, we need to take these and go all the way to this wall. Or let me connect it with this part over here. Gonna zoom in. Maybe I need to extrude one more time, and let's extrude on the X and go inside. Okay, take this curve to 3, depth 2 inches, resolution 3 and change the fill to fall. And there we go. Perfect. What do we have here? Okay, we're good. So guys, I'm gonna stop at this position, and in the next part we will start texturing and interacting with the materials. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next part. Goodbye.